Alright bro, I'm low-key trying to run that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so I'm gonna hurry this up. This time we got the Johto region. It's pretty booty butt juice if we're keeping it real. It's a copy of Kanto and everyone already knows that. So here we go, 50 useless Johto stats. For this video, only Pokemon that originate from the Johto region will be in the count, not regional variants, alternative forms, or Mega Evolution, unless stated otherwise. Let's just start. Blissey has the highest HP in the entire series at 255. The most commonly used type in Johto is Flying with 19, which is tied for the most amount of Flying types in a singular region with Kanto, but does have the highest concentration of Flying type Pokemon, with 19% of Pokemon released in Johto being the Flying type. Johto is the only region to not release multiple Ghost type Pokemon, and also has the lowest concentration. Johto released the fewest amount of fighting type Pokemon and also has the lowest concentration. Johto has the largest concentration of ground type Pokemon, being the only region above 10%. The most common initial letter for a Pokemon from the Johto region is S, with 19 Pokemon beginning their names with this letter. The Johto region is the closest to filling up the whole alphabetical Pokedex, with it having 24 Pokemon that starts with different letters. Johto released the most amount of Pokemon that starts with the letter H, and also has the highest concentration. Johto released the most amount of Pokemon that start with the letter U, and also has the highest concentration. Johto has the highest concentration of Pokemon that begins with the letter Q. Johto released the least amount of Pokemon that starts with the B and also has the lowest concentration of these Pokemon. Johto released the least amount of Pokemon that starts with a D and also has the lowest concentration. Alright, time to be a Shuckle merchant. Shuckle has the highest defense in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the highest special defense in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the highest defense allocation in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the highest special defense allocation in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the lowest special attack allocation in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the lowest speed allocation in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the highest allocation of its best 2 stats. Shuckle has the highest sum of its best 3 stats combined. Shuckle has the lowest sum of its worst 3 stats combined in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the highest bulk in the entire franchise. Shuckle has the lowest offense in the entire franchise. This would allow it to have the largest gap between its bulk and offense out of all Pokemons. When looking at the best Pokemon of each statistical category, only Shuckle appears multiple times. Alright, halfway done, just letting you know my favorite Johto Pokemon is Ho-Oh. I mean, it's not really facing much competition, so yeah, I guess it's my favorite Johto Pokemon. The average base stat of a Pokemon from the Johto region is 407. 6 Pokemon are closest to this average at 405. The most commonly used base stat by Pokemon in Johto is a 3-way tie between 250, 405, and 500. All have 6 Pokemon. These are the average stats amongst Pokemon from the Johto region. Only Bayleaf is within 11 points of each of the categories. Only Shuckle isn't within 32 points of any of the statistical categories. If physical stats were removed, Sunkern would have the lowest base stat at 120. If physical stats were removed, Blissey would have the highest base stat at 520. If special stats were removed, Cleffa would have the lowest base stat at 118. If special stats were removed, Lugia would have the highest base stat at 436. Heracross has the largest attack gap out of all Johto Pokemon at 85. Steelix has the largest defense gap amongst all Johto Pokemon at 135. Steelix is both the heaviest and tallest Pokemon from Johto. Crobat and Ho-Oh are the best physical sweeper with a score of 220. Espeon is the best special sweeper with a score of 240. Steelix is the best physical tank with a score of 285, and Ho-Oh is the best special tank with a score of 264. Ho-Oh has the largest offense of all Johto Pokemon at 330. Celebi is the only Johto Pokemon with all 3 of its offensive categories at triple digit. Celebi, Tyranitar, Lugia, and Suicune are the only Johto Pokemon with all their bulk categories at triple digit. Only Lugia has all these categories at 101 or higher. Pichu has the lowest bulk out of all Johto Pokemon at 70. Blissey has the largest gap between its best and worst stat in all of Pokemon at 245. The Johto region has the lowest average attack, special attack, and speed of all regions, making it of course also have the lowest average offense per Pokemon. The Johto region has the lowest attack and special attack allocation of all regions. Johto has the highest HP and special defense allocation of all regions. These are the average stat allocations of all Pokemon from the Johto region. Only Pokemon with completely equalized stats are within 1.2 percentage point of the averages. No one else is within 2 percentage points. Likewise, Shuckle isn't within 4 percentage points of any of the categories. Yeah, those were 50 useless Johto stats. Like I said, this region is pretty booty, so don't expect much, I guess. I mean, you already watched the video. It was mainly just Shuckle running everything. And yeah, Ho-In next week, and that's about it.